My dad has Alzheimer's, the longest goodbye, but it's a journey with much love and care, and we couldn't ask for anything more. My dad had many, many hats. He could do anything and everything. He's an artsy kind of guy. He could do so many, many, many different things. But he drew, or he was the illustrator for their yearbook. A lot of caricatures. He could whistle beautifully, could play the harmonica, and you always felt safe around Dad. You know, he could take care of everything. Dad would always tell us about when he was it must have been between high school and joining the service. He would jump trains. So he would jump a train car and travel around the country and get any job that he could. And he would meet the nicest people, and he would say how they would take him in, and then they would feed him, and they would make sure he had a good place to leave, and they didn't want ever to let him go. It was probably in retirement that he started working with diamond willow and wood and making lamps, tables, hanging things, all kinds of wooden creations. Everything was one of a kind. He just loved working with it, and they would sell it at the craft fair. They would earn money to go to the casino.
My name is Mary Kokula, and I am the social worker with CHI Health at Home. One of the things with hospice that sometimes people don't realize is that hospice is not a place. Hospice goes wherever there are people that need our services. So in this case, Dennis resides at Little Falls Health Services. We also serve Piers Villa, we serve Diamond Willow, we serve St. Otto's and other assisted living facilities in the area. We also go into people's homes.
Dennis's disease process in relation to his dementia has been changing. It has been a slow change. It first started out with him ambulating and being able to do things on his own, and then coming with the frustration of him not being able to do those things on his own. So our staff have been there every step of the way, and it has been a slow transition for him. There are some good days, and there are some really not so good days, but that's where our staff are trying to make those not so good days the best that they can be.
Every day is different working with Dennis. Some days he is sleeping when we come in, and he'll sleep till mid-afternoon. Some days he's awake when we get here, so it's from the beginning of our shift to the end of our shift that we're with him. And I've learned to just take care of them like they deserve to be taken care of, because one day that's going to come back to us.
One of the diagnoses that Dennis has is dementia, which is a very broad category. Actually, people get confused with dementia because there's so many different types. Dementia is the umbrella disease, and Alzheimer's is a type of dementia, and then there's many other types of dementia that are also under that umbrella, and it is a lot of times a very long road with dementia, and it's a very difficult road. It's really good to have the extra support of hospice, because it's good to have people that understand what happens with the disease and why patients are acting a certain way and are doing certain things. The statistics are that in the country, 25% of people on hospice in the nation are veterans. So there is a lot of need for that veteran-centric care is what it's called.
As a hospice volunteer, I know that the veterans can play a very important part. When a veteran meets another veteran, there's always something to talk about. We don't always have something in common. It could be anything from a different military service, obviously, to a different kind of job in the military. Some people I was in for 4 years, some people were in for 24 years. So there's a lot of variance, but it always kind of a common link that you bring into a conversation.
You know, once you make that decision of hospice, also it means that we don't pursue any further medical interventions, but to know that there's this other level of care has made a huge difference for us as a family, me personally, and I have seen many instances of care and concern for him also here at the care center from hospice and the staff. And so with this extra support again that hospice has provided us, I can't thank you enough. My dad would say he had a great life, and he's very grateful. I know it's made a difference for him, and that's what's most important.